Hello for Africa's #1 YouTube channel. Welcome to the studio. We are in the Sahel region as Africa is looking up for the light for change in the continent of Africa. It is all of us, our dreams, that as President Ibrahim Traoré has started changing the narrative in Burkina Faso, it will hit the whole continent. On the April 20th, 2025, there have been an tension between the United States and Burkina Faso about the fact that Burkina Faso has decided to take a new turn as power response emerged from the heart of West Africa. What is the case and what is the matter? This is the real concern. On this table and on this desk, we talk about it. Remember, here we inform, we do not attack, we educate, and we let you know the things you must know. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do well, subscribe. And also, your comments are very much welcome, and your likes to help grow a beautiful community. Now,
absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across, even in Sudan.
When a U.S. general goes on record accusing an African leader of using gold to protect himself, you know something big is happening. In a statement to the U.S. Senate, General Michael Langley, commander of AFRICOM, claimed Burkina Faso's gold reserves are being used not for the people, but to secure the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. But here's the question we all should be asking. Isn't that gold Burkina Faso's in the first place?
the U.S. General Michael Langley has actually laid an accusation against the Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré, our own beloved United States of Africa president, in anticipation. He says that he is using the precious gold natural mineral resource to fortify his military agenda instead of Burkina Faso, which is actually a dust that he is throwing into the skies, because you and I can attest to the fact that ever since President Ibrahim Traoré took over office by coup in the year 2022 till now, he's been doing amazing things, from tomato factory, from taking over the mines and the natural mineral resources, and also establishing schools. Recently, he has also abolished school fees from primary or from basic level all the way to the university, making education free in Burkina Faso. First ever to happen in the continent of Africa, for academic fees to be scrapped off from the basics up to the university level. It's a great and exciting news. President Ibrahim Traoré's action towards national development has actually sparked an international attention that has called for the whole world looking at President Ibrahim Traoré. Now, U.S. General Michael Langley is saying that President Ibrahim Traoré is not doing well. But upon saying these things, there is a group that is called the Sahel Solidarity Campaign Network, which is also known as Accusation, has actually come out strongly against the accusations labeled against the President Ibrahim Traoré by the U.S. General Michael Langley. The general has accused him, the President of Burkina Faso, as you know, President Ibrahim Traoré, I love his name, so I keep mentioning it, Captain Ibrahim Traoré actually, of misusing gold revenues to sustain and consolidate his military-led government. But the Sahel Solidarity Campaign Network has actually not slept on that. They have come back to actually slap them in the face with a response, saying that, and I quote, in their own statement released just as at a day ago, this is what they say, and I quote, I want to read clearly. It says, the group slapped the U.S. allegation as, quote, racist, baseless, and part of the border campaign to undermine Africans' sovereignty, particularly in the increasing independence mind of the Sahel region. So the whole picture of this westernization power and neo-colonization agenda is to make sure that Africa will not rise to the limelight. And this is a call for we Africans to rise and fight for the freedom of the continent, because without a fight, there is no win. And when we come together, I say all the time, we are bigger and bigger than them. And that influence is what the Western power do not want. On this press release, the spokesperson for the ASASCAN, the Sahel Solidarity Campaign Network, has actually stated, which is a message he actually sent to the U.S. General and the U.S. for the criticization of President Ibrahim Traoré's government. It stated that the criticism is rooted in discomfort with Africa's growing rejection of Western military and economic influence. Because as we all know, when you go to the Sahel states, the French, the British, they have been the colonial masters of Africa, and they hate to see Africa rise. So the whole agenda is to make sure that they introduce policies that appears to seem like something that is coming to help us, to koto us. When I say to koto, to actually oppress us, to make the oppressors rule work a lot over Africa. But in the 21st century, Africa will say a big no to westernization and Western power and Western military ruling in the land of Africa and in the continent of Africa. So this is a call and a rise. The spokesperson also said that since President Ibrahim Traoré has taken over office in the year 2022, as I mentioned earlier, Traoré has restructured Burkina Faso's gold mining sector, revoking certain foreign licenses and suspending gold exportation beyond the borders, cracking down smuggling of the wealth of Burkina Faso to make sure that the wealth remains within the border and the region of Burkina Faso. Why the light that we are seeing today is dawning and is falling and is shining on Burkina Faso. So until we take over and we possess what rightfully belongs to us, we will continue to be under the oppressor's rule. So this is what U.S. General Michael Langley has alleged against the President Ibrahim Traoré. What are your opinion and your thoughts on this matter? Let them flow in the comment section. And if you think President Ibrahim Traoré is on the right track and should keep doing what he's doing, let me know in the comment section. Aaron Wolford, I sign out.